Ford swollen lug nuts, Ford Lincoln swollen lug nuts. So I'll tell you how I got involved with this. My Lincoln MKZ Hybrid had 97,000 miles on it, and it spun a bearing in the transmission. So Lincoln guarantees the hybrid system for 100,000 miles. So believe it or not, 97,000 miles, no question asked. They threw a brand new transmission in it. No problems there. They do call me up and they say it's $150 to replace the lug nuts because all of your lug nuts are swollen. And I immediately thought, that's ridiculous. I've never heard of such a thing. So a quick Google search, and lo and behold, chronic problem with Ford and Lincoln vehicles. So I told him, no, put the lug nuts back on, and I'll take care of it, because $150 for new lug nuts from Lincoln seems to be ridiculous. So I get the car back, and I drive it like that, no problems. It's time to put new tires in the back, and lo and behold, they were definitely swollen. I had to fight them off. So I got them off, and I bought some new lug nuts and got the rear wheels all set up. So let me share some of my thoughts. So this is the lug nut right now that I took off. This has been on there almost a year to the day. Still shiny, no problems. So I recommend these. I will put a link down in the description off of Amazon where I bought them. And if you guys have any problems, you guys can use these as well. I will point out they are a little different. They are 12 by 1.5 lug nuts. So they're the exact same spec as the Ford OEM ones. They are, the cap on it is just a hair longer. For my particular car, it made no difference. They still look fine. I've been super happy with them. And now that I'm doing the front tires, I will replace all of those lug nuts with the remainder of the lug nuts in the bag. All right, to get these off, we're gonna have to hammer the socket on. So kind of get it on there the best you can. I use a 3/4 inch socket. It's hard to hammer and record at the same time. You just hammer it on. Hook the impact to it. Comes right off. The problem with this is it's hard to get this thing out of the socket now. Easiest way I found to get this thing out is I just take a 1/4 inch socket or a 1/4 inch extension, put it in there, give it a couple of smacks, comes right out. We just keep repeating that until we're all done. All right, pulling off these swollen lug nuts. I originally went with the 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch impact socket. It's an 8-point, and I know people are gonna put down in the comments, oh, it wasn't the swollen lug nut. It's because you didn't use a metric socket. The reason why I went with that one is because my metric socket is a 12-point, and what happens is you hammer it on and it just spins. Like this is the one that just spun, and it just spins the chrome cap on top of the steel lug nut. So it didn't work. Whereas if you use a 8-point socket, and I suspect you could use a metric 8-point socket, I just didn't have one, and you hammer it on there, it goes across all of the surfaces, and it doesn't spin the chrome cap on it. So I just picked these up. I already had them, but I picked these up. These are the Harbor Freight ones, and I've had these for years, and I haven't had any problems with them. And to get them out, because they're going to get stuck in that socket, I just put an extension down there, and I just give it a couple taps, and it just pops it right out. So just be mindful that if you do want to try to reuse them for some reason, if you do it that way, you're probably going to put a dent on the top of the lug nut cap. So I hope this helps everybody out. Leave a comment down below if you guys have tried it and came up with a better way to do it. But all in all, I mean, another example of just taking some time and doing stuff yourself, and you can save a bunch of money. If you guys like what you saw, I ask you to maybe contemplate hitting the subscribe button and leaving a comment and hitting the thumbs up. All right, guys, thanks again.